Okay, what are NFTs? How do I create? How do I buy? How do I sell? Well. Interesting. Yes. So this one has garnered a lot of interest in recent times, right? A lot of people in the Google search at some point NFTs overtook DeFi. DeFi has been something else in terms of search, and NFTs overtook that. So you can imagine. I knew not even just imagine. All right. So the NFTs actually be broken down in proper detail in our crypto business course. Okay, it has course for business owners that want to use cryptocurrencies. We'll break it down. But here, let's give you a summary. Business you can do with NFTs. You can mint them, that is to create them. You can sell, and you can buy them as a third or as a secondary party in a secondary market. Right? So the person that is minting it or creating it is, we'll call it the primary market, and where he's selling it openly to bidders is the secondary market. Just the way financial assets work normally. If you don't know how financial markets work in this case, you should have actually gotten Swoosh. Swoosh should teach you all of those things. Okay. NFTs mean non-fungible tokens, and they are created usually on the Ethereum blockchain, which is where they majorly are currently. They are created with ERC 721 and 1155. I hope I did not mix that up. That's the protocol that they use to create them. And we talked about these protocols in part A of this course. At the same time, it's similarly on Binance Smart Chain. It also makes use of BP71 and BP1155. Other blockchains also have their own protocols for creating them. So NFTs are unique. There is no other like it. Some are created in batches, and they come together as a batch, unique. And you can see it's like saying you have just one type of shoe in the world, and saying you have 100 types of that particular shoe to get. That's how it works. Now, NFTs are not necessarily digital art or even art. NFTs are just a way of representing a certain item as the original version. So it could be that I have an antique chair that is the only one left in the world, and people are not sure of how to know, it becomes an issue of knowing which one is the original chair. So once it is set that my own original chair, I create an NFT to represent it. I can also send the necessary files to that particular NFT in the minting process, or I simply create it and put it on the blockchain, and I can sell it easily. Say for instance the Mona Lisa painting. Let's say every 20 years, mix up comes about to know which one is the original Mona Lisa. And in the next 20 years we'll have another mix up again. What do we do right now? We get the original one now. It is known to be original. We then have a way of identifying it. Maybe we put something on it to identify it. Then we take a picture of that thing or of the Mona Lisa itself, use it as the reference image to mint the NFT on the blockchain. Once that is done, anybody who has the key to the wallet that NFT is minted on is said to be the original holder of the Mona Lisa. So if he sells it, what he's doing is transferring ownership of that wallet to the new buyer. Then he will now ship the Mona Lisa. But at the same time, you can use it for digital items such as digital art. Once you transfer the key, that is all you've sold. You don't need to ship anything again. This can be applied to certificates for schools. That way they can always know fake and original certificates. It can be used for proof of attendance, and that way we don't need to print papers to get guests into your event, or to know that somebody attended your event, and save the environment from degradation due to felling of trees. So there's so many advantages of NFTs, so many things it can actually help us to do, and this is just new. So we should expect more things that will come out of it. So you can mint on, especially on Ethereum, you can mint on OpenSea. You can mint for Binance, you can mint on Bakery Swap. You can sell on Binance Smart Chain on Bakery Swap. For Ethereum, OpenSea, Variable, I think Decentraland as well. There's some other smaller ones. Alright, so even Binance itself, Binance.com, will be having its own NFT marketplace very, very soon, and they've been working hard to get some of the biggest boys in globally to really launch NFTs on it. So get set, this is going to be interesting. Same way you can sell on those platforms, same way other people can buy as well. Beeple is the highest record selling NFT artist with $69 million thereabout for his 5,000 day artwork. Alright, so there's so many opportunities even for artists, I mean painters, people that draw. I mean artists again in terms of musicians. You can have exclusive songs, everything, and then you hold your rights on like the regular streaming platforms that make or even labels that make things difficult for artists. So this is going to be freedom, this is going to be openness, it's going to be transparency, this is going to be collaboration as we continue to build towards the kind of world we desire that technology can afford us. So crypto tokenization, okay, what's the big deal about crypto? Right. So you can actually use cryptocurrency, especially with the newer development of smart contracts and Ethereum blockchain and similar blockchains, right, to tokenize real life assets. So now we can actually buy and sell assets across the world without needing, without respect for physical boundaries because of cryptocurrencies. The way I can exchange cryptocurrencies, I should able to also exchange crypto assets. Basically the same technology and the same thing. Just that why we're calling one coin cryptocurrency because we want it to be a means of payment. We're calling another one crypto asset because we want to represent certain assets. For instance, real estate, certificates, stocks. Right, so on Binance now you can actually trade stocks using cryptos to represent them. Same way on some other platforms, well, you can also trade land, buy and sell land, houses, and so on, but they are represented by cryptos. Right, there's so many things we can do right now and simply represent them with cryptos. That's why some big platforms now are launching their own native token or their own reward tokens. It's just which we call utility tokens. It's just a way of making use of cryptocurrencies to represent real life and day-to-day activities. And as we go further, we expect more of this, even from Koinsandkash. By the time we're releasing our own roadmap, you would see where we intend to make use of these utility tokens to represent certain real life assets. And we believe it's something that's going to come out very handy for Africa, actually, an emerging economy generally, that have been facing issues with regulations, issues with corruption in public sector, issues with interoperability of different sectors and different neighboring countries. Crypto will be one common mechanism that will make things easier and faster. Also an opportunity for alternative assets. Now they're looking for foreigners to invest in some of our local assets, but we don't now you do not have to struggle to get naira or have to be in Nigeria physically, but a crypto representation by a community would be easier for them to use. So there are many opportunities for it, even in health, right? So beyond crypto, even the blockchain technology itself, like we explained in part A, can actually be used to hold data, share data, and make things easier for collaboration and further development. So yeah, there are many more interesting things to do here. We'll be sharing some of these things in more detail in the crypto business course for entrepreneurs who intend to use crypto one way or the other to build their businesses. How do you keep your crypto safe? Well, there are basic things you should actually do when you start dealing with cryptocurrencies. First, know your passwords, right? Don't use the same password on all of your platforms. It could be a bit similar, but it shouldn't be exactly the same. It could be completely different. That'll be better for you, right? And then again, for your crypto exchange platforms, make sure you use your two-factor authentication. Do that. If you want to use three factors, use three-factor authentications. All right, minimize the number of times you actually have to open your applications. If you are not a day trader, minimize it. If possible, have separate devices for your finance stuff, including your crypto. Don't give your phone out anyhow anymore. Same with your laptop if you trade with these things. Alright, be super careful about all of these things. And I said trust no one. Yeah, but crypto is about being a trustless system. But you have to be very, very, very careful. There's no revoking, there's no sending back. If he's gone, he's gone. So you must be careful. For those that are using cold wallets, keep your seed phrases very, very well. Nothing like send me crypto, sir. It was last year there was this scam that they did it, they executed it almost flawlessly. I don't know how they did that, whether they got into Elon Musk account or they actually photoshopped his account, and then they're taking people to taking people to a certain scammy website, and they said if they give them giveaway, they should send 0.5 ETH and they'll get 2 ETH. And of course, greedy people jumped on it without doing proper. I know those guys really tried, but wow, I saw it, looked at it, I had to do research for more than a day before I discovered that finance saw what made them to be a scam. And as of today, I don't even do that kind of one day research because I know that once somebody says send for me to send you that, it's pure scam, right? It's pure scam. Airdrop is airdrop. It should be free of charge. Pre-sale, very risky, but that's you have to do your own research. But send me this or send me that in the name of giveaway or airdrop is an outright scam. Avoid them. Also know who you are following. Know the Telegram channels you are in. do not share your seed phrase with anybody. No customer support for any kind of wallet or any kind of exchange will ask you for your seed phrase. So do not share that. Be very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. Also, you can have multiple wallets for different things you want to try out if you're not sure of them yet, so that they do not rug pull you or steal your money one way or the other. All right.